So, day nine. Today, it was a little harder to get to the 2 hours. Uh, Part of it was a cold. It was really cold when I started meditating. And now it's a little better, but it's still chilly. And I also at some points, it was interesting. Like I felt it was a little bit, nothing crazy. It wasn't a strong feeling, but it was like a part of me just like, okay, let's do something else. Let's get out of here. Like it was kind of like it felt like a little kid when they're impatient and they just want to go do something else. And it got me thinking about one thing, that the fact that these 9 days have been incredible, right? And it's been relatively easy, to put it that way, easy to get to the 2 hours, easy to sit and meditate for so long. And I was thinking that some people might, sometimes there's so much doubt and we have so many issues with trusting people and that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, like, people are gonna think that I'm just faking it and that I'm just trying to make it look as if it's different than it is, or trying to, because some days I'm like so high and just like feeling so relaxed and all that. I thought like people might think that I'm just trying to look more spiritual or something. And I just wanted to tell you, like, if one day out of the 2 hours I cry for an hour and 57 minutes, I'll let you know. And if one day so much anger comes up that I just punch a wall here in one of the sides of my van, I'll let you know. I've done that twice in my life. I've punched 2 walls in my life because of being overwhelmed with emotions. And I'm going to tell you about it eventually because it was funny. It's a funny story. So it's not like I'm trying to make it look in any way. I'm just sharing whatever's going on for me. I'm just sharing whatever. I finish the meditation. I meditate in the back of my van. I come here, record the video. Just whatever comes out, comes out. I'm not trying to filter anything. I'm not trying to make it look as if I'm more whatever, enlightened, healed, spiritual, whatever. I'm just sharing my honest experience. And there was something else. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to share. I should write these things down. I keep looking. I don't have any notes here. I'm just looking to like trying to remember. But the other point that I wanted to share is that I haven't had. So today I had a little bit of emotions from the past, from memories where I went through a challenging thing, or things that I've judged myself for my entire life, things where I've been really hard on myself, things from childhood. And it's fascinating that I'm not having any kind of reaction. And I also was thinking, like, people are gonna think, okay, I'm also like trying to avoid that or whatever. But I think part of it is I've done so much healing around this. I've done so much healing around things that have happened throughout my journey, that I love the analogy that we all have, just like your fingerprints. No one has your fingerprints. We all see the world through a different pair of glasses. And the same way that no one can have your fingerprints, no one can have your exact point of view, your exact way to looking at the world and life and your journey. So the way I see the healing journey, part of it is that we keep changing our glasses. That the experience still happened, but now you're looking at it from a whole new place. So maybe I went through a lot of shame and guilt throughout my journey. And those were the glasses that I was wearing for years. And eventually started my healing journey. I started my spiritual journey. And it's like slowly you keep changing your glasses. And eventually you look at the same exact thing that happened in your past, but with a brand new set of glasses. And you're like, holy shit, like that doesn't even affect me much anymore. And I know that eventually on the healing journey, there's always a deeper level of healing, and a little deeper and a little deeper and a little deeper. But the point that I wanted to share too is that the fact that I thought when I started that maybe at some points like a ton of pain was going to come up. That maybe on day 17 at minute 93 of my meditation, like I was going to experience so much pain that it was going to be like impossible to even keep going with the meditation. And I've seen, and this, please know that this is coming from a loving place, but there's many, in many spiritual communities, in many self-development circles, there's some people that believe that we need to go through a ton of pain in order to heal. And at some points, of course, like looking back to my journey, there's moments where it was incredible levels of pain. But it doesn't mean that you can and you do get to a point that you don't need to. It's not a prerequisite to experience a ton of pain, to know that you're healing, to know that you're evolving, to know that you're becoming the best version of yourself. And it's not, at the same time, it's not avoiding pain and saying like, okay, I'm just going to go on this path to never feel pain again. Like I'm only going to use self-love and only going to, doesn't mean that you're not going to experience pain. When you do experience the pain, you do have the tools of loving yourself, loving the one who went through that experience, seeing what comes up and just being welcoming, being accepting, being appreciative of yourself, forgiving yourself and others if you need to, and using compassionate, loving tools to get through that experience. But I think there's a belief, because I used to have this, so I'm not judging anyone, I'm just saying what I also went through and what I know a lot of people around me have gone through, that we feel that we need to go through pain on this journey, that is a prerequisite to feel like shit all the time, to know that you're healing. And like I said, if I go through that, even like from day 10 to 100, if those 90 days are horrible and I just feel pain the entire time, I'm going to share that with you. But I don't know, I feel and I've seen that maybe I'm at a point in my journey, and I know so many of you are too, that has shifted in some beautiful ways. And I'm open to whatever comes up. I'm open to experiencing a lot of pain. But it doesn't mean that we need to go looking for it. It's a funny, if you really sit with it and really, really feel into it, you might see that it's like a strange belief that we have sometimes. So that's all that I wanted to share today. I find that interesting, so I thought, let's talk about that. And tomorrow I'll share some cool stuff with you tomorrow. If anything helped, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know if anything resonated. Let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you, and you can send me a private message if you prefer that. I love hearing about your experience too. So let me know how your day 9 was. Please, let's keep this going. I want to inspire you to keep meditating, keep going in, keep exploring your beautiful self. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing, amazing day.